Absolutely not. I refuse.
Don't put it there.
I decline your offer and submit one of my own. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you have not heard us, you've found us. Guess what? You found the Brothers in Arms podcast here on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms. It is episode number 163, Evil Eyes for the Win, baby. Today is actually the 1st of July. Gentlemen, we're in a new month in the year of our Lord, 2024. If you have not joined us before, I am Greg. There's Patrick there, and the other guy with the sweet hat with I think a brewery on it.
See.
Yes, is Alex. Gentlemen, hello, good evening, and salutations. It is good seeing your faces.
Yes, it is.
Hi.
Well, it's good seeing your face. Maybe not so much mine. Mine's a little burnt, and I get to talk about that later too. Hi, boys. Good to see you. How's it hanging where you're at?
It's still hot.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed. If anything, it got hotter.
It's still hot. Yeah, there's no doubt there, man.
What's
and you,
the weather
Alex?
like, Ollie? It's hot.
It's hot.
Is that a Good Morning Vietnam? Is that a Good Morning Vietnam reference?
No, it's Family Guy.
That's
Okay.
Family Guy.
Well,
That's Ollie the Weatherman.
Now we turn to weather with Ollie the Weatherman. What's the weather like, Ollie? It's gonna rain.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's raining sideways.
It's raining sideways. Sounds rough, Ollie. And now, a reporter on the scene, Trisha Takanawa.
Y'all, my goodness. So before we hit the play button on this jazz, ladies and gentlemen, these guys were dropping all kinds of fun stuff. And so, yeah, we're just on a different level tonight. I don't know what's going on. Is it a full moon?
No.
Greg can actually see. But is it a full moon?
Wait, hold
tonight?
on. It's light outside.
Yep, I can't tell either.
It's 2:00 in the morning here, so.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's because it's Canada Day.
It is Canada Day.
It is Canada Day.
Aww.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canuck Day.
Happy
Canuck?
Canada Day.
Canuck.
Only
Canuck?
3 more
No,
days
that's the
till our Independence Day.
Canuck?
that's the Vancouver Canucks.
Da moose,
I mean, technically
da
they're
moose.
Canadian.
They're Canadian.
If you give a moose
Technically.
a muffin.
Oh,
Hmm?
what a great book. I read that one, Zoe.
I'm just missing your moose, Greg.
Oh, I don't have I have banana chips.
Oh, that works.
Brought to you
Perfect.
by nuts.com.
Nuts.com. Banana chips?
Courtesy of the USO.
Aw. God bless the
I
USO.
know, right? They sent us care packages, and nuts.com apparently makes banana chips, and we got pounds, gentlemen, pounds of banana chips. And I love banana chips because one little bag is only 100 calories, and
Beautiful.
they are an awesome little snack.
It's a
So,
sweet little
Yeah.
snack.
But here's the question: how many rem do you get from that one bag of banana chips?
I don't know.
Hydrate.
Yeah. I'd love one of those. That'd be nice.
Hydrate. Yeah. So one of the things with my field that they talk about, right, is I work in the nuclear field, obviously. So one of the things we deal with is radiation. And most of the rest of the
Yeah, I got you. Keep going.
bananas are radioactive. Yes.
Yes, they are.
And it's from the
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are.
They are, in fact.
Even as a
They're
civilian, I know
radioactive.
this. Yes,
Yep.
they are.
Yep.
Oh,
So
Google it.
Yep.
I
would-
will.
Smart home. No, wait, she's got the kids. Never mind. Disregard smart home. But when it comes to the rest of the world measures radiation in a thing called sievers, right?
Leave it to Seaver.
So, essentially, or from the show Growing Pains, the sievers. But no.
Our
So
banana's radioactive. Go, smart home.
Yep. Maybe she's there. I don't know. We'll see. But the rest of the world, they measure their radiation in sieverts, right? And
I can't stop.
it's a much higher number than what the actual exposure to people are. So that's one of the common misconceptions with nuclear power, is that you would receive a much higher dose than is actually the real truth when it comes to that. So the world over the last probably about 50, 60 years has had about 3 really major nuclear accidents, right? One of them, if you have an HBO subscription, I highly recommend watching it, was Chernobyl. HBO did. Yeah.
It was really well done.
HBO did a fantastic job of that, and part of the benefits of where I work, Liz says yes, they are per Google radioactive. Bananas.
I've got one, because now you made me jump down this rabbit hole.
Oh no!
Finish though, because it gets
Chernobyl.
You'd have to eat a lot of bananas, but anyway, so
like glue.
Chernobyl had all these different levels of events that occurred, which ultimately boils down to design flaws and then operational failures by the guys that actually worked the plant. But one of the perks of being in the field that I am is we get to see all of that stuff, like all the official reports and things, and the actually like declassified but slightly less classified things.
Sure.
Are things that I can go on to my computer at work and just pull it up and read it. And the last time I was at a shore command, I spent probably a good week deep diving into most of this stuff just to see.
No way.
Oh, dude, it is so much weirder than you think. But
secret squirrel stuff, huh?
They listed all of the different levels of stuff that radiation that was released into the atmosphere or into the environment or what have you when Chernobyl did Chernobyl things.
Wow.
But it's all listed in sieverts, right?
Right.
So those numbers are a whole lot higher than the actual radiation that you would have received. Now, obviously, there's going to be hot spots. There's going to be different things that if you're in those exact areas, you have a much higher dose that you're going to get. But to the world as a whole,
what's up, Philip?
Yeah,
I feel
there wasn't a whole lot. Fukushima, happened, the most recent one, right? That one happened where that tidal wave came through and basically knocked out emergency power to the plant, and the plant had a slight issue where they released some potentially contaminated water into the environment. But again, those numbers are in sieverts. Not that big of a deal. And then 3 Mile Island itself, that one's my favorite because Jimmy Carter actually went to the site, and you can go and look on Google. There's pictures of him and his wife standing inside 3 Mile Island as they're getting briefed on what's going on. And if you look at them, they're not in any protective clothing except for what we call booties, which are essentially just like plastic overshoe, like somebody would wear in a factory.
A galosh.
Yep, that's it. And not even a galosh, not even that sturdy. I'm talking like you put slightly thicker grocery bags over your shoes.
Wow.
That's it.
That's epic.
Mm-hmm. So.
Crazy stuff, man. But I love how you're talking. This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
It's cool things.
So, nerd in me, because I had to Google it, and naturally Wikipedia came up. Gentlemen, there is such a thing as what is known as a banana equivalent dose.
Yep. That's what we use to tell the public,
No way.
Because everyone knows that bananas are radioactive.
Yeah, so
except
banana
for Greg.
equivalent dose, or BED, is an informal unit of measurement of ionizing radiation exposure intended as a general educational example to compare a dose of radioactivity to the dose of one exposed by eating one average-sized banana.
One average-sized banana.
Bananas contain naturally occurring radioactive isotopes, particularly potassium-40, one of several naturally occurring isotopes in potassium. One bed is the equivalent of 10 to the negative 7 sievert. However, in practice, this dose is not cumulative, as potassium in foods is excreted in urine in homeostasis. Bed is only meant as an educational exercise and not formally adopted dose. Holy cow, that is absolutely hilarious.
That's what I just told you.
That's scary.
That's
Holy
wild.
cow.
Yep. So literally, in order to, receive the amount of radiation that you would have in some of the hottest spots in Chernobyl, you would literally have to eat semi-truck loads full of bananas.
That's a lot of bananas.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of bananas.
You know what? USO, thank you so much.
Thank you, US. Thank you. I'm not going to attempt, but thank you, USO. And shout out to nuts.com.
That was a huge roundabout, but you know what? Shout out to nuts.com, and the more you know. Well done, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This ends our science hour for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. For next week, we will talk about updraft.
Okay.
Would you like to?
Bingo. That's a lot of bananas. Actually, Liz, I was thinking along the lines of banana chips, a sweet little radioactive snack.
That needs to be the line.
Yeah.
Or the snack that bites back.
I like it. That's fun. See, we've got at least another 40 minutes of this goodness. So, folks, stick around because it's only going to get better. Or worse, who knows?
Who knows? It all depends.
So, boys, what's happening? What's happening in your neighborhood?
I've got three things.
Three things.
So
okay.
First,
new digs.
I have moved into my permanent room for the rest of this deployment, gentlemen. It is awesome.
Beautiful.
I have my own bathroom. Well, I have a roommate, but my roommate and I have our own bathroom. I have more
Is that a
space.
thermostat on the wall?
There is a thermostat. Dude, the air conditioning in here, it's probably about 68 degrees.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice. Actually, it was funny. So we first moved. So we moved in beginning of the week. So we talked on Sunday night, Monday morning for me. I came into work Monday afternoon and found out that I had gotten my new room. We moved in, and we had only been in here for a day or two. We walked in, and the room was hot.
Ugh.
It was obnoxiously hot. And come to find out, our air conditioner was not air conditioning. So we called the base maintenance, and it was kind of funny because I literally I had trouble falling asleep that night. I didn't go to bed till like 5 in the morning, and they came in at like 9:30.
Oh.
And you know what? I don't care because they ripped the entire air conditioning unit out of the wall and took it with them. They rebuilt it, recharged it with Freon, and brought it back and reinstalled it. And our room is nice and cool now. And it works.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
So, bigger dig, more comfortable. Everything about it is just. I mean, I have a desk. I can't get over this. Like, I actually have a space to sit and talk to you guys. I'm not having to like lay on my bed or go sit outside and cook my insides out while trying to talk to you. So it is just a awesome step up from where I was before.
Nice.
Second, and this is getting in on my personal. So I have struggled with my weight for the to make Marine Corps standards basically since I got off recruiting duty. It has been a fight. One of the commitments I came, because I work 12 hours a day. I have the time to go and work out, and I've made the commitment, and I have been literally running my butt off. I
I
made
don't run.
weight this. I made weight this week, gentlemen.
Hey!
Oh wow!
I,
Yeah.
now,
Look at you.
now I taped, so I'm still over my max. But
Yeah.
to put it in perspective, so I've lost total now somewhere in the ballpark of 25 pounds.
Right on.
Good job.
And when I weighed in December, I was at 219, and that was 219 after I sweat out my insides and, you know, limited the amount of food that I was eating and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I weighed at 216 this week, and that was just me going and stepping on the scale. So that's no trying to cut anything or
Nice.
whatever. That was just me getting on the scale. How much do I weigh? That was a really good feeling.
Great job, bud.
To we're not there yet, but we're working. And the other big thing, so I found out Tuesday, I think it was. I got another award from when I was at HMX.
What?
Yeah, gentlemen, I now have a JMUA, a Joint Meritorious Unit Award.
You did what? Your cup?
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, that was kind of cool to see. So I already submitted all the paperwork for it. But it was just kind of neat to like,
wow.
I was hoping we would have gotten one while we were there, because it's really hard. It's a unit award, so it's not like I was the only one that got it. Like, everyone that was there at HMX at the time that I was there all got one.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to get, because you have to be attached or be a part of a unit that's a joint unit. So it wasn't so. Getting into the weeds, I fell under WAMO, the White House Military Office, and WAMO is a joint unit. So it's Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force,
sure.
Army, like it's everybody. We all fall under this same unit, and so they awarded it to WAMO. And because I was part of WAMO during that time, we all got a JMUA. So I get to add one more ribbon to my uniform, which is kind of cool. It looks really neat. It's got this gold border that goes around the outside of the ribbon, so it looks really cool.
Oh, like an Army award?
Sort of, but not.
Boo.
Congratulations, bud. I'm excited for you.
That is really good.
That's awesome.
Good. That was kind of cool. So yeah, no, it's I would say it's still Groundhog Day. Working 12 hours a day, and then coming home and winding down for a couple hours, and then sleeping it off and getting up and doing it all again the next day. But
so real quick then, for our listeners, boss, how can we help you break that up?
The weekly talks, I have my Switch, so I definitely get time. Like, if I'm not doing paperwork or going out and working with the Marines, I get a chance to play that. Actually, I finally committed to beating the main quest line of Skyrim after this many years.
That's like a 9-year game. No big deal.
Yeah, no, it's more than that. It came out in 2011.
No way.
Yeah.
Skyrim?
Yeah, 2000. Skyrim came out in 2011, gentlemen.
It's old.
It's old. I'm old. We're old.
We're old.
Yes, we are.
So I'm the old guy on the crew, man. I feel you.
So I have been playing that when I get the chance and working my way through it. And again, playing it on the Switch, y'all, is chef's kiss. It is so awesome.
Is it that good?
Well, I know the graphics could be better, and there's definitely, it's Skyrim, so you get these weird clips, stuff clips out and whatnot. But it's just the convenience factor. Like, I can sit, if I'm at my desk, I can sit and play for a little bit, and it's like, oh, I got to do something. Power off, set it down. Like, it's turned on in my bag right now.
The last patch notes came out December 5th, 2023.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. They're still they're probably still updating that game. I mean, they came out with the special edition, and then they came out with the enhanced edition, and all the crazy stuff that you can do in that game. But no, just playing it on the Switch is definitely where it's at. Like, it's so convenient. It's very much a pick up and play game. You can put 20 minutes into it, and if you need to go do something, you turn it off and go do something else.
It's 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It is old.
Oh man.
Older than my daughter. It's 11. So wow.
Yeah.
Well.
So,
Thanks, man. I feel great.
I know, right? I'm gonna stand up now, and my bones are gonna pop.
Uh-huh. Stand up
Mine already
and break a hip. All right. Alex?
My hip.
Stop it. Yes, it was one. Leave me alone.
My leg.
My leg.
That's the weirdest thing. Like, every single time there was some sort of a collision or something on SpongeBob, that dude said my leg.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter if it was literally like SpongeBob running into Patrick and they made that sound. You heard my leg.
No,
Every time.
Liz, don't say that.
Don't say that. Patrick, don't look at the chat.
I see
Don't
it,
do it.
and my brain does not compute.
No.
Well, math is hard.
So I was born in 1982, folks. For those out there who are keeping score, I just turned 42.
The answer.
Yep.
I am the answer.
Yes.
Yeah. So thanks for that, Liz. Love you too. Love you too. High five.
Yeah. High five.
High five.
She's probably high-fiving you from downstairs.
I love it. That's great.
So, yeah. No, this week was interesting, fellas. I am finally on a day shift again. So that started over the weekend. So I've been on days for, I think this was day 3. But last week I had like 2 days to try and shift my sleep schedule back. So we ended up going out to Lake Moreau State Park.
Lake Moreau State Park. Everybody Google it as we talk.
Yep.
Go.
Well, I think it's literally just Liz and Philip in the chat. So Liz already knows where it's at. So Philip, Google it.
Lake
Anyway.
Monroe. Lake Moreau.
Moreau.
Not Monroe.
Not Monroe.
Maryland.
Monroe's in South Carolina. South Carolina. But we ended up going, and Caroline wanted to go fishing.
Oh, it's French.
Yeah.
Or it's spelled French. Lee.
It is spelled French. Yeah. Yeah. So
Keep going.
we went fishing, and we had a great time. Got an opportunity to go out for quite a bit, and pretty much just drowned some worms.
All right, yeah. They had it coming.
Yeah, but
They had it coming.
we found a couple of really good spots to go there. There's all sorts of good stuff there. They have a beach on the lake itself, because obviously beach. Beach. Beach.
He said beach.
Beach.
Sound.
Beach.
Yep.
Beach. But they had this area where you could go into the water with sand on it. Most people call it a beach.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was good. You could rent kayaks there. They had a couple of different boat launches, but it was really nice. Got an opportunity to spend some time. A lot of bluegill. Saw a pike that looked like he had been caught already.
Oh.
So he came by and just kept harassing the bluegill. So that was about it. I think he was just doing it to mess with him, because like they would all be swarming around because you could see them. The water was really clear, so you could see them like all kind of swarming around the worm, and then he would just like swim through, and then speed up and go around them, and then go back out where he was going. Just he was just messing with them. He was like, "No, this is funny." Oof.
Liz said he was salty.
Yeah,
Poor fish.
but he it it was good. Um, I also had the opportunity to go out to my local game store
Support him
on Friday. Definitely support him. But this month or this past month, the federal government celebrates Pride, right? So Magic decided that they were gonna do the same thing. So Wizards put out that they took away stipulations for partner, right? Because there's some commanders you can have that say partner on them, and as long as both of them say partner, you can have two commanders. Well, they took away that stipulation for every other commander. So I looked at it as, how can I break this?
Exploit.
They did it for one day and one day only, and I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed back.
No.
Gentlemen, it was bad. It was bad. So there's one deck that I have not played at that store the entire time because I don't like people to hate me, right? Because I mean I could seriously make them hate me.
So is it? Wait, before we get into this, just make sure I'm on the same page. Is it still a 100 card deck?
Yes.
So
So
a
you
100
just
card
have
deck, you
98 and then two commanders.
okay? Continue.
So Greg, you've played against slivers. You know
Yes, I
how
have. I hate them.
dastardly stupid slivers can be.
Yeah, especially when they cascade.
Imagine if they were all free.
Oh no.
So I took two different commanders. Neither one of them was a sliver. Well, technically one of them was, but I mean he's a changeling, so he's everything. So there's a card called Joda the Unifier, and his thing is he flies. He's like a 1/4. Like he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But his ability states that you can pay all 5 colors instead of paying for the casting cost of anything. Okay, cool. You know, that takes your big old Eldrazi's and makes them just cast 5 different colors instead. I could do that. Well, then you pair him with a guy called Morphon the Boundless that says all spells that you cast cost all 5 colors less.
Oh no.
Meaning that if you have both of them on the field at the same time, you can just play your hand for free.
Oh my goodness.
You don't have to tap them, do you?
Nope. It's just a static ability. So everything costs all 5 colors, but everything also costs all 5 colors less.
Oh my
So
goodness.
everything's free. And it just so happened that I had a decent starting hand. I had 3 different colors. I said, okay, sure, we'll do this because it could either be really stupid, and people are gonna hate me, or it'll be like an even game. Very quickly, I started drawing 5-color slivers in my hand. One of them was my original commander that gives them all cascade. So then I got something that allowed me to tap slivers for colors. I was able to give them all ward, so you couldn't target them with anything unless you paid an additional 2 more. And yeah, turn 3.
Then the fun began.
Yeah, turn 3, I got Joda out, and then turn 4, I got Morphon out. And then I immediately played the first sliver, and I gave them all vigilance. And then I immediately played the other one that I have that made them all indestructible. Good luck board wiping me, fellas. Which then gave me slivers can only be blocked by slivers. Slivers all have haste and flying. And slivers all have poisonous 1, which means that they deal damage to somebody in poison counters.
Oh no.
So I had lethal on the board in like 2 cascades. For free. Yeah.
We shall name the deck free sliver love.
Yeah.
I mean, it's slivers free to a good home, you know.
Let the bodies hit the float. Oh my goodness.
So after that, the other guys at the table are just staring at me. I was like, you guys could pick anything you wanted to pick. I just picked slivers. Play something else. Okay. All right. So I grabbed one of my other decks that I had not pulled a second commander out, and I was like, what can I do? Oh, there's an infinite combo that, I can make that one of my commanders. Awesome. So I threw that down. And that game proceeded exactly as you think it would have proceeded.
Oh, man.
Yeah. One guy tried to stop it, and he was like, oh, wait, no. I said, no, man, you can't do that. You're trying to deflecting SWAT a cost, not an action. I go, well, then I guess you win. I said, I guess I do. Let's play another one. Yeah.
Sorry, you lose.
So I
said
had to.
Good day.
I said good day, sir. So it was fun. I definitely got the stink eye, and I definitely got a couple of cheers when I said, yeah, I got to get going. I got to make sure the kids get to fireworks. The support activity up here was doing fireworks on Friday night, and we're down a car currently.
Oh no.
Yeah, minivan's having some issues.
Oh no.
We're working on it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the catalytic converter just failed. But yeah, I got to get it into somebody to get it looked at. So we'll see.
Praying it goes well, man.
I appreciate it.
And quickly.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's about it. Patrick, go about you, man.
Well, I had a blast this week. Monday and Tuesday I was in the office. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then Wednesday, Carrie and I got in the car and we took Birdie to Bradenton. We went down to see Mom and Dad and had a fantastic visit with them. We were there Wednesday through just this morning, Monday morning, and ate some really amazing food. Got to experience all of their area. Got to go to the beach a couple times. Dad and I tried to go fishing, but it got rained out on the last day, which really stinks. But got to preach in his core, in their core in their church on Sunday, and was really blessed by that opportunity. So, Pop, Mom, thank you again for that. And just really sweet moments, being able to share around the table and enjoy all kinds of goodness. Mom and I put together a puzzle while we were there, so that was
nice.
Fun, just sitting and being together. Probably drank from Wednesday to this morning, probably had about 12, maybe a dozen different pots of coffee. Yeah, it was a solid week of just beautiful goodness, just being together. Their house is pretty cool. Very grateful for that. And yeah, just an all around good time. Also, this week, huge shout out to my wife. We celebrated our 22nd anniversary, our wedding anniversary.
Oh yeah.
And so I love her. I love her so much. We're blessed. Our kids called us, which was awesome. And just really, 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 really thankful for her and for all that she is, not just to me, but to us as a family. So I know she won't listen to this, but I love you, Carrie. Thank you. Thank you. What was that, Jay?
Did you get your Wendy's?
Dude, we did not get Wendy's. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh, we're going to have to go get a Frosty or something. Not here, though. Oh, my goodness. We go down the street to Wendy's. For like
an hour.
No. You'll go down the street to Wendy's, and they'll be like, yeah, give me a buck. And they won't ring it up.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it's pretty, it's wild, wild west down here in Metropolitan Parkway. So we might have to go somewhere and make sure it's legit. So but thank you for that reminder, boss. We gotta get that figured out this week. That's true. So thanks. Cool beans. Well, Alex, what you got, buddy?
Well, so I've been looking. I've been trying to find something.
Okay.
And it's been kind of interesting. Because some of the ones that are in my head, I'm like, we've talked about this before.
Okay.
Or I've asked this question before. Or I don't know, maybe I've asked it, but it's in my head, but I don't know. My head's a confusing place sometimes.
I hear you.
Actually, a lot of times. I get lost in there sometimes.
I've been in a place today, so yeah, I got you. You're not alone.
Fair. I know I've talked to you guys about quotes.
Yeah.
I know I've asked a question based on a quote. I don't know if I've asked you guys what your favorite quote is, though.
No.
You don't think so?
No, you haven't.
Greg's Googling.
No, I'd have to. I don't know it.
I don't know it verbatim either, and that's my problem.
That's fine. All right, so I can figure something else out real quick.
No, it's fine. I think it's important that we talk about this and why it's sticking in our heads.
That's fair.
Mine, I'm just going to be real frank. Well, no, I'm Patrick. But John F. Kennedy, in his inauguration speech, he said something to the effect of, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country or your fellow man or something along those lines. Please help me out here, gentlemen.
Your country.
Yeah, is it your country? So...
Yes.
Okay. As a man, I struggle with looking at a lot of what is going on in our country right now. And it is all about the self. It's all about what can I get? It's all about, I've been wronged in this, so where is my insert here? And I feel like we have gotten away from it's a biblical truth, honestly, of it's not about me. It's not about you. Well, it is if I'm doing something for you, but what are we doing for everyone else instead of worrying about what everybody else should be doing for me? And so that kind of rings true. It does. It rings true in my heart, and it's something that I struggle with daily because it's something that I see every single day. I can't look at Facebook. I can't turn on the TV. I can't drive down the street without experiencing some kind of selfishness. And so that's why I like to be with you guys. That's why I like to be surrounded by my family, because we live by that conduct of it's not about me, it's about others. And so I'm very, very grateful for that. And so that's the quote that sticks in my head and in my heart. So there you go.
Greg.
All right, so mine is actually from the King Killer Chronicles.
Ooh.
So this one, I've read it a couple times, and actually, I just reread the books again
Hmm.
because I want the third book,
Yep.
and I can't help myself. And every
So say we all.
years, yeah, a couple of years, I can't help but end up. I was reading it. It started. I was reading it to Brandy to help her fall asleep, and
No.
yeah, she likes, for some reason, she likes hearing my voice.
Hmm.
Go figure.
That's
But
weird.
but
Weird.
this quote by Koth sticks in my head. And
Wait, how do you say his name?
Koth?
Okay.
I thought it was Kavoth.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty sure the V is a U. It's Quoth.
Quoth.
Oh, this is fun.
So we'll have to email Pat. Hey, like he says at the beginning of the book, like he gives you a pronunciation of how to say his name.
Shall I pull up the audiobook?
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, you'll have to here in a minute. Anyways,
Oh.
Okay.
so the
The quote?
the quote of Quoth
From Quoth.
Kavoth.
he says, in many ways, unwise love is the truest love. Anyone can love a thing because. That's as easy as putting a penny in your pocket. But to love something despite, to know the flaws and love them too, that is rare, pure, and perfect.
Hmm.
And there's just something about that to love something despite, and it's not saying it he's not saying it in a bad way. I read that and I understand, like, everybody has flaws. There is no perfect human. God is perfect,
Sure.
but we are not.
Mm-hmm.
And so to love your spouse, to love your family, to love the people around you despite their flaws,
Hmm.
that thought process, like, that is beautiful. And that is, like, to me, that just, I don't know, it's that quote sings to me, and it just there's something about that really means a lot. So yeah, so that's one of those quotes that sticks in my head.
I like it.
And as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, I know exactly which one. I need to pull it up real quick though, because I can't recite it verbatim.
Sure.
Fair.
Nice.
Right on.
Alex?
Well, my quote also comes from a naval officer. Because JFK definitely was a naval officer.
Got it.
Yeah, because we're talking superior branch of the military. But
Oh,
anyway.
please.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We were here first.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. It still get us where we need to go.
True. How else are you gonna get there?
Why is my Uber driver yelling at me?
Angry Uber driver.
So,
Yes.
well, I started off the podcast talking about nuclear power, and I guess it's all fitting that I finish it doing the same thing. So the guy who started the Naval Nuclear Power Program, I know I've said this before, was Admiral Hyman G. Rickover, who in every sense of the word was a failure.
Right.
He basically
Supplies officer.
He was a supply officer.
Right.
He got the job because he was terrible at everything else. And he likes to talk about failure quite a bit. He likes to talk about a couple other different things when it comes to he has his principles of nuclear power. And some of them are kind of mean, and some of them just kind of make sense. But one of the more famous quotes that he has talks about success, right? Just throw out a mustache here. Sorry. So, hold on. appreciate it. Didn't taste good. So he talks about success, right? And he says that success teaches us nothing, only failure teaches. The devil is in the details, but so is salvation. Optimism and stupidity are nearly synonymous. When doing a job, any job, one must feel that he owns it and act as though he will remain in that job forever. Success teaches us nothing. You don't learn from being perfect. You don't learn anything, right? You just know that day in and day out, I can do this awesome stuff all day long and people think I'm great. Cool. You're not learning anything. You're just existing. You know, one of the other ones is to err is to be human.
Sure.
Right? Failure teaches you how to be better. When you're looking at stuff, you have to go into the details. You have to deep dive. You have to spend an hour looking through someone else's faults, or a week looking through someone else's faults and going, this is how this happened. Okay, that's pretty cool. How can I make sure that this doesn't happen into my watch?
Right.
And the big thing is, we live in a society now with, the young people in today's day and age that every job for them is a stepping stone. I'm just here until something better pops up. I'm just working this. I'm going to start off somewhere. I'm going to start working a burger, and it's a stepping stone. Right. You don't put your full effort into it because it's a placeholder for you. You don't care. But you start something, you finish something.
Right.
It's the thing that we've grown up with since day one. You start a job, you start doing the job, you work the job, you continue to do the job as if you're going to be there forever. Even if it's just a stepping stone. You put your full effort into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Good stuff, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Good question.
Thank you.
Good question.
I try. Other than the mustache.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right, top 3 dad jokes. Ready?
Oh, hold on. Yes.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Oh, send it, man. You're good. I got you.
Okay. So, why couldn't the sailor play cards?
What do you mean all sailors play cards?
Why couldn't the sailor play cards?
You want to play cribbage after this?
Because the captain was standing on the deck. That's my number 3.
Why are spiders so smart?
I don't know. Why are spiders so smart?
They can find everything on the web. That's my number 3.
Got it.
Why don't the other farm animals like playing basketball with pigs?
Because they're ball hogs.
They're ball hogs.
Number 2. Some call it multitasking. I call it doing something else until I remember what I was going to do in the first place.
How can a leopard change his spot?
Taking a bath?
Nope.
No.
Greg? By moving.
Oh,
Say that
because
one
he
again.
changed his spot.
Oh gosh.
Got it.
Mm.
So smart.
Mm-hmm.
This one's kind of funny. What do you call a monster with a high IQ?
Frank Einstein.
Frank Einstein.
Yeah, totally guessed that one.
Oh, and about 100 years ago, a couple brothers said that they could fly.
They were right.
They were right.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Because if they flew over the bay, they were bagels.
They'd be bagels.
Oh, I like it.
Mhm.
And why did the man put his money in the freezer?
Oh. He wanted to freeze his accounts?
Wanted
No.
cold hard cash.
Cold hard cash. Dang it. Nice. Well done. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up our episode of Brothers in Arms Podcast. This is episode 163, running and still going. You can find this podcast on twitch.tv/brothersinarmspodcast. That's where we do this live. You can also catch our videos of this podcast probably the day after. You can find it on our YouTube channel at Brothers in Arms Podcast. You can also find us on Twitter at yourBIA Podcast. That's where we announce that we're going live on this thing. So if you follow either of those channels, either Twitch, where they send you a notification saying, hey, we went live, or you can follow the Twitter and we post there and you can see, hey, they're about to go live, and hop on over to twitch.tv/brothersinarmspodcast. So that about covers it. Yeah, that's good. Gentlemen, any parting remarks before we hit that magic button?
Oh yes. As always, continue to drink your water, change your sock, and take your Motrin.
It's a good plan. Thank you.
Good plan.
It's a great plan. Drink
plan.
your water, especially. Don't be a heat case.
No, don't be a heat case.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Hydrate or die. Yes,
That's
that's
what-
the thing.
I was watching the History Channel earlier today, and one of the ladies looked at the camera and said, "Get on the boat or die." They were talking about Roanoke, but it's one of those things.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. History Channel believes they may have found the lost colony of Roanoke.
Oh,
They
that's
didn't,
wild.
No.
but
No. They also believe that aliens built the pyramids. So
it's true.
That they do.
Alien.
Alien.
you gotta have the hair. There you go. Yeah. Perfect. I'm screen grabbing that. That's awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man, I do not have enough hair. Mine doesn't go anywhere.
I just got mine cut, so it's like,
Oh, it's clean.
yeah.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a rare occurrence where you see all of the head on all three of us. So take your picks and have a nice day. Alex?
Enjoy it.
Alien.
Perfect. Perfect. And if you go to the beach, apply your sunscreen
Amen.
and then reapply your sunscreen. There you go.
I'm
all I gotta
allergic
say.
to the sun.
Yes, you are, Alex. And we love you for it.
Yeah.
In spite of it. Bless you.
Thank you.
Love despite.
Love you guys.
Love you.
I love you too.
Awesome. Everybody have a good week, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Okay, we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye now. Bye now.
Bye.
What?
Bye.
Mop.
At least I have chicken.
That's good enough. Bye, everybody.
Bye.